Hey everybody, it's Amanda. I am doing a journal with me today in my altered book. I have this page that I'm starting on. It already has some watercolors and spray inks on it because it helps me not to have a fully blank page when I get started. And I decided I was going to journal about my favorite things. And then I realized I have a lot of favorite things. And so I had to think about them as in categories, because when I was starting this video and I was making a list on the side on a notepad of things that were my favorites, I was like, well, I like, hot coffee, and I like to look at the stars, and I like trees, and I like bumblebees and flowers. And then I started realizing I was listing a lot of stuff in nature. So I decided that this would be my favorite nature things. And so I went through some of my, stash of books and storybooks. I have a field guide that I had pictures from that I used some wrapping paper, and I grabbed some stuff to try to make kind of like a collage of some of the things that I like. So this is from a Berenstain Bears book from the title page that I just glued down, and I got that because it had trees and some flowers. And then this was from a really old Winnie the Pooh book that was from when I think I had it when I was a kid, and it was falling apart. And so I tore out the part that has a sunny day and a rainbow, because I love sunny days, I love rainbows. And then I think the next thing I put on here is, oh yeah, it's a fat bird. I I love watching fat little birds out in the yard. At my job a couple weeks ago, it was nicer weather. It's been absolutely wretched and cold and rainy here, but a few weeks ago it wasn't, and we were having this really random beautiful day. And I went to eat my lunch over in an area of our campus that has trees and grass and all this, and I saw some really fat bluebirds, and I got so excited because they were so pretty and they were so fat and funny, skipping all around, and they were sitting there. I had a picture of one. Maybe if I can find it, I'll insert it if I can find it. But he sat on a tree really outside of my car and just stared me down. And I realized how much I enjoy watching fat little birds hop around. I think I'm turning into an old lady because that's what my grandparents used to do, was to watch the birds. But anyway, I also put some mushrooms on this page. They were from a field guide that I've used. I think I cut all the little mushrooms out and I stick them in like this all the time on some pages when I'm doing things about the outside. And then, y'all, I trimmed this video so much because right here where I'm putting these words, favorite things, I wrote favorite things 4 times using different markers, different pens, I wanted it to look really cool. And then finally I was like, you know what, this is just what I'm going to do. And I did that, and I wrote down a list of some of my favorite things that are out in nature. And you guys have already, I think, figured out I love color. So I love rainbows. I love sunny days because I journal about sunshine a lot. I love trees. And gosh, what else do I have? My fat birds are on there. Flowers. I think I have fuzzy moss. I do love fuzzy moss. My parents' old house out in front, there was this whole section of the yard. We lived out in a wooded area, and there was a whole part that was almost like a moss lawn. And we would take our shoes off and walk on it, and it was so awesome. I think that my favorite things for outside are very much influenced by where I grew up. If you guys ever want to pull up Google and look up the Congaree Swamp National Park, I lived probably 10 or 15 minutes down the road from there. So when you see these big towering trees and it's all green and lush and all that sort of stuff, that's kind of the area that I grew up in. And so I love forests and trees and that woodsy dirt smell. I love the smell of rain. Oh, I didn't put rain smells on here. Oh, I love that too. I'm gonna have to do a whole nother favorite things for nature because I didn't do, I guess, the darker stuff like nighttime and rain and all that sort of things. I did like sunshine and rainbows for this one. But it's sunny here and that's kind of what's on my mind. I am ready for spring. I think I've been talking about it in almost every video and with every person I meet and talk to lately about how I am just over this cold, crappy weather and I am ready for bright sunshine and summer weather and springtime and flowers and things growing and turning green. Oh my God, I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. I think I'm dreaming about it at this point. It's just an obsession. So I had to journal about my favorite things that kind of go along with that. But anyway, this is pretty much it. My crappy glue stick saved me because I did peel up one of those or a couple of those mushrooms and was able to move them because I didn't use anything really strong for gluing that down. And let's see, I think I'm having to go in and fix my glue situation, I swear. But this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see y'all next time. Have a great weekend. Bye.